Explain that relationship between red tape and rules and prosperity and economic growth.
Well, the bulk of economic literature looking into regulations find that they have a depressive effect on the economy. They're basically a deadweight loss because they require time be spent in satisfying strictures, paperwork, things like that, instead of going to productive endeavors. And so there's a trade-off as to whether these are important and whether they are simply annoying, I guess would be one way of putting it. So it's always good to take another look at these sorts of things. And in fact, some research by Mercatus scholars has found that the sunset provisions with periodic review have a very substantive effect on reducing regulation and also on helping a state's economy. Unlike a lot of other review processes, this one actually works.
And that's an important point, because one of the things that you have written very recently is that when the state legislature started looking at this whole question in 2013, they didn't make their decision just willy-nilly as, okay, let's just start looking at all these rules. They actually went to some research to find out what's the most effective way to do this. And this periodic review is an effective way, and that seems to be proving out here in North Carolina.
Yeah, and that's what I'm encouraged with. And now with that in place, we can start doing what I call sunrise provisions, and so address the problem on the other side of it, on the rule-making side of it, so that we are putting into place several good things in that way.
And what types of recommendations are you making in that area?
Well, and one would be sort of a REINS Act for North Carolina, where if it's an extremely burdensome rule, that the General Assembly has some say over it, instead of just granting the executive agency carte blanche to put it through. There could be have alternatives or a cost-benefit analysis, a strong cost-benefit analysis put through.